It's hard to believe, but in just a few short months, your child will be entering the doors of a whole new world as a kindergartner. You're probably thinking, is my child really ready to start school? Or you may even be thinking, am I really ready for this? Kindergarten is a time of so many new experiences, ones that your child might be ready for, and ones that may even stir feelings of uncertainty. As parents, you can do more than just wonder if your child is ready for school. You can take steps to make sure your child is prepared to face some of those new experiences ahead. One of the first new experiences your child might face is the fact that the elementary school seems so big and is filled with so many new places and lots of brand new faces. In these new surroundings, there are so many places to explore beyond the kindergarten classroom. There's the media center filled with more books than imaginable, the gymnasium with jump ropes, bouncy balls, and parachutes, the computer lab lined with enough desktop computers for an entire class, and the lunchroom with all kinds of food and tons of tables and chairs, just to name a few. Plus, there are so many new faces. Their classroom will be full of new classmates. Several hundred other students or more will fill the hallways and other rooms, along with all the new teachers, staff members, and administrators. So how can you help? You can visit the school and meet the teachers on Orientation Day. This special day is usually scheduled the week before school starts. During your visit, you will get to meet the teacher and teacher assistant, introduce your child to new classmates, show your child how to get to the classroom from the car rider line or from the bus lot, and tour the school and meet support staff. If you miss Orientation Day, be sure to set up a time with the school to take a quick tour and meet the teacher before school starts. It might also be helpful to set up a conference time with the teacher during the first few weeks of school. At this meeting, you can share specific information about your child and your family that you feel like the teacher needs to know to better work with your child and support you as a parent. You can also ask specific questions about school and find out ways you can help your child, the teacher, or even volunteer. These types of conversations work best in a conference with the teacher rather than during Orientation Day or when you are dropping your child off at school. Whenever you visit the school, consider taking a picture of your child with his new teacher, assistant, and other support staff. Take a few minutes each day to look back at the pictures to help your child learn to recognize them and remember their names. You can also use the pictures to help your child get excited about starting school by talking about things you remember about each staff member, what their classroom looked like, or even what your child will learn with them. These positive conversations about school and the staff will help your child feel more secure. If there's not enough time for a quick photo or two, check out the school's website to help your child start putting a face with a name for these new adults in your child's life. Besides getting used to all the new places and faces, your child may also experience challenges in making new friends and creating good relationships with classmates. Your child may start to wonder, will I know anyone in my class? Will I get to sit beside someone I know? Will it be hard to make new friends? So how can you help your child have a positive experience with developing new relationships and friendships? You can assist your child with making new friends and building relationships with classmates. During the first few weeks of school or even over the summer, arrange a play date at the park, a local restaurant or ice cream shop, or even an indoor fun center. Invite friends from your neighborhood, church, or preschool classes along with some new classmates and let the fun begin. It might also be a good idea to spend some time role-playing how to work and play with classmates. Through role play, you can help your child learn how to ask someone to play and then decide what to play. Role play is also a great way to help your child learn how to share and take turns with toys and school supplies, or how to read a book or even clean up together. In addition to making new friends, your child will experience learning how to follow new rules and procedures for the school as a whole and within each classroom. Rules are designed to keep everyone safe, but most importantly, they are designed to enable learning to be fun and enjoyable for everyone. So it is extremely important that you make time to read and discuss the school's student handbook with your child. Make sure that the school-wide rules for behavior are clearly understood. The handbook usually provides information about dress code. Be sure to closely read the dress code policy to avoid any embarrassing moments at the beginning of the school year. Even though your child is just 5 or 6 years old, schools expect all students to dress appropriately. The handbook will also clearly state the attendance policy and consequences for tardies. The academic, behavior, and social skills developed in kindergarten lay the foundation for future school success. So please work as a family to avoid absences, late arrivals, or early dismissals. At the beginning of the school year, each teacher will explain and send home information about classroom rules and procedures, rewards, and consequences. Take time to discuss them with your child to make sure you are all on the same page and have a clear understanding of what is expected. Kindergarten also brings a whole new set of academic expectations and learning experiences. From phonics lessons and learning to read to math instruction, computer programs, and learning centers. Along with all of this new learning comes homework, which can become stressful for some children and families. Consistency is the key to making sure your child can successfully complete the homework and minimize the stress for all involved. Get started with this by helping your child create a home learning plan. The home learning plan needs to first address your child's take-home folder. Most kindergarten teachers will expect their students to keep up with a take-home folder. Take-home folders are used daily to send home and return work. They are also used as a way for teachers and family members to communicate back and forth. Teachers may send home weekly newsletters, school-wide flyers, invitation to special events for families, graded work, and even progress reports or report cards. So make it a habit to check your child's take-home folder each night to stay well informed, communicate with your child's teacher, and help your child complete assignments on time. Another important aspect of a home learning plan is to work with your child to choose a specific time and place for homework to be completed. Young children tend to do better when completing tasks such as homework when there is consistency. Once decided, stick with it. You'll also want to make sure that this special spot or workstation has supplies such as pencils, crayons, scissors, glue sticks, and paper readily available. Keep these items in a nearby basket or drawer so the homework assignments can be completed with few interruptions. Before your child begins completing his homework, be sure to review the directions or guidelines of the assignment and make sure your child understands what is expected before completing the task. Homework is often a new concept for young children and can at times become overwhelming. If your child has more than one page of work or task to complete, allow your child to take a short break in between each one. Breaks should be things that keep your child active, such as eating a snack, dribbling a ball, or even playing with a pet. Avoid activities such as watching TV, playing video games, or lying down. These are often harder to pull your child away from when it's time to complete the next homework assignment. You might even want to consider setting a timer for each break to keep things consistent and avoid the never-ending request of, "Just one more minute, please." As you can see, young children will experience a lot of changes all at once. When entering kindergarten, some changes may be viewed as good, while others may seem challenging and frustrating. Change, whether good or bad, can produce stress. To help your child learn to adapt to all of these changes, it's important for families to create predictable family routines. So this is a great time to create some new family routines that keep you connected with your child and open up the lines of communication in a new way. First and foremost, it would help to create a consistent goodbye routine with your child to use before your child gets on the bus, hops out of your car at the car rider line, or when you visit the school. This makes it easier for your child to let go and head to class. You might choose to use a cool handshake, give a butterfly kiss, or use a cute little saying to share with your child. You're probably familiar with this saying, "After a while, crocodile," "See you later, alligator," but there are more to consider, such as, "Gotta go, buffalo," "On the bus, octopus," "Out the door, dinosaur," or have you and your child come up with your own fun phrase? The next routine you can update is how you ask your child about the school day. Most parents ask, "How was your day?" or "What did you learn today?" And most kids respond with "Fine" or "Nothing." Get your child talking and sharing more with you about the school day by trying some of these recommended conversation starters like tell one high, one low, and one buffalo. So what does that mean? It basically means that you want your child to tell you one event during the day that made him feel successful or happy, then tell you one low point of the day. After telling you the one high and one low, it's now time for your child to tell one buffalo. This means he can tell you anything else that he'd like to share about his day. Other conversation starters you might like to try are questions like, "How did you help someone today?" "If you could be the teacher tomorrow, what would you do?" One of the last and most important routines you should establish or follow more consistently during the kindergarten years is to support your child's development of social, emotional, and self-help skills. There are several things you can do to help your child strengthen or develop social, emotional skills. Take time discussing the difference between right and wrong and explaining the consequence for wrong behaviors, especially if an issue arises at school. Spend time teaching your child words to describe and express feelings and how to recognize and understand the feelings of others. It's also important to teach your child how to manage strong feelings without making the situation worse. During this time in your child's life, you will want to also encourage independent decision making, such as deciding what to play, picking out clothes to wear, or choosing what to eat without help from an adult. It would also be beneficial to work on developing self-help skills, such as learning how to get dressed, use the bathroom alone, serve himself at mealtime, or even blow his nose without support from an adult. These self-help skills will not only make your life easier as an adult, they will also benefit your child at school. The more independent and responsible your child can become with basic self-help skills, the more likely your child will also experience success with learning academic skills. Ready or not, your child is on the way to kindergarten. We want each child that enters our school to be successful in all aspects of their lives. By using some of the ideas and strategies we have shared with you, you will be able to help your child become better prepared and ready for the kindergarten days ahead.